Hello everyone, my name is Kavaljit Kaur. We are a four-member in this group presentation, and I'm going to start this presentation with the topic that how coronavirus impact our supply chain industry. So let's start this presentation with this topic. So let's start with the introduction that what is supply chain management. The supply chain is a process of manufacturing products, exporting, importing, and even purchasing. We can say that supply chain management is the management of the flow of goods and services and includes all processes that transform raw material into final product. It involves the activity streamlining of our business's supply side activities to maximize customers' value and gain our competitive advantages in the marketplace. But due to the COVID-19, the supply chain management is threatened because all the factories and all the manufacturing houses are now shut down because of COVID-19. Because it is a very dangerous disease and it has a very bad impacts on human body life as well. Moreover, now we are talking about the concept of supply chain and findings made from the analysis of the data. As you can see in these bullet points, the supply chain is an important part of conducting a successful business. We can say that the supply chain is an important key or is an important link to make your business successful. The organization's profit is linked with the supply chain faculty. The supply chain makes the production process faster, even it has a positive impact on productive development. It has a positive and good impact on production area as well. And the supply chain also boosts the profitability of the organizations, so efficient and hardworking workers. Interruption in the supply chain activities can affect the entire business. So altogether, we can say that the coronavirus has a very bad impact on supply chain management as well as on the organizations and businesses as well. Let's talk about the overview of COVID-19 situation. So firstly, we have to know about that what is coronavirus. COVID-19 has spread from China and it is a pandemic now. It spreads the same way other viruses do, mainly through person-to-person contact. Infections range from mild to deadly, and it is very dangerous for the human life. So what are the bad impacts of this COVID-19? The health condition and business is negatively affected by coronavirus. Business activity has come to a halt. COVID-19 affect the revenue system of business as manufacturing new product has stopped. As you can see, due to this pandemic disease, all the manufacture and all the businesses are shut down at the moment. Supply chain operation need to be innovated. Here are the risks related to coronavirus that can impact supply chain industry. First of all, COVID-19 affect supply chain management very badly, very negatively. Secondly, use loss due to disruption of supply chain management. And last, number of risk in supply chain management has increased. The results show that the COVID-19 crisis is affecting the majority of businesses with the demand of their goods and services and cash flow considerably reduced. Consequently, many businesses reported that they have reduced staff hours and let staff go. The 58% of businesses reported that COVID-19 has affected their business a great deal, where the another 22% reporting that COVID-19 affected their business somewhat. So we can say in somewhere all the businesses are affected by the coronavirus. So what political and government changes have you seen during the coronavirus? First of all, government is sealing regarding trading aspect in COVID-19 situations. It means that government seal all the businesses, small and big, all the factories and all the trading sectors due to this coronavirus. Other sectors apart from healthcare is avoided. All the sectors like shopping malls, restaurants, food courts, parks and traveling places are totally banned due to the coronavirus. Permissions is trading off is neglected. Strict level of operation need to consider. Means government make many rules and regulations to stay people safe and healthy, and also provide people many more facilities to keep themselves safe and healthy. Government make rules that people have to live in their own homes and don't need to go to outside without any particular reason. So in this way they can stay fit and healthy.
Hi, my name is Jobandip Kaur and I will continue this presentation with economic instability. First of all, excessive fluctuation and decreased economic growth rate. Global supply chain has fallen drastically. Supplies of various essential commodities have stopped. Similar stores and the drugstores are out of supply. Delivery boys are jobless due to distribution issue. So as we know that the small stores and mostly the drug stores delivery boys are jobless due to this COVID-19. So the next is inconsistency of suppliers. First one is operation of the suppliers face a lot of problems and risk. The suppliers continue to fail in all the aspects. The raw and reclaimed material is also described. The delivery delay is caused the supply problem. So altogether, the bad impact of coronavirus was on suppliers, material and delivery delay. So the next one is environmental risk. The globalization is affecting the environment. Daily operations and manage in supply chain management is increasing. Moreover, the world destruction is caused by COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in enormous impact on the environment and the climate. The considerable decline in planet travel has caused many regions to experience a large drop in air pollution. We can say those who are able to do so are holed up at home, practicing social distancing and working remotely. It is all aimed at controlling the spread of COVID-19 and hopefully reducing the death toll. But all this change has also led to some unexpected consequences, as industrial, transport network and businesses have closed down. It has brought a sudden drop in carbon emissions.
Hello, I am Jigjeet Singh. Now I will continue next slides with the bad impact of coronavirus on transportation system. First of all, there are a number of bad impacts on transportation system as well as any other business. So first of all, I will describe the restriction of shipping, railways and even normal transports have led to the delay in export and import. Because of this, all transportation systems like shipping, railway system are delay all kind of stuff because of spreading coronavirus. Next is interstate export and import have been stopped. Due to this, also has been stopped interstate export and import business because of this every government stopped interstate business because of spreading coronavirus. Next is ticket providing department also refuses to provide the service, and instead of these things, because of coronavirus, all kind of business are stopped, like small business and big business. Then my next slide is impact of the identified risks on the supply chain industry. Rules and regulations need to be followed during lockdown. Restrictions on trade movement, disruption in the network and production. Global financial markets are suffering. Joblessness and economic failure is increased. Emerging market and supply chain network face facial crisis. Next is also bad impact of coronavirus on supply chain industry and identify risks which are occur by the that impact. Negative impact on global trade, suspension in recycling activities and risk management procedure of obtaining raw material is restricted. COVID COVID-19 has downturned the supply chain network. Lack of demand has caused the supplies to stop. Suppliers are jobless or facing financial crisis. Transportation and distribution has completely stopped. Negative flow of transportation has affected supply network. Thank you.
Hello friend, my name is Hussein Preet Kaur. Now I will discuss the next slides. The I'm discussing about the analysis of the data. Like what strategies we use in this type of COVID-19, that with the coronavirus front of the minds for business across the globe, understanding the risk that may interrupt the performance of your organizations. Like supply chain is more important than ever. Like then we can discuss that there was some identity, quantity, mitigation, response. They are four factors that combine the supply chains. Like it can allow you to validate risk mitigation strategies that increase and enhance performance. Like PwC is facing challenges due to coronavirus. There was some disruption in managing workforce, supply chains, business planning, and revenue collection. A smooth business operation cannot conduced. It faced revenue loss and is trying to build up effective strategies. Now I will discuss the next slide, which is based on analysis of data like challenges faced by supply chain. Like during this coronavirus, some industry has become uncertain about the future and financial management. Like they are suffering from these type of financial equipment. The main process is ham due to manufacturing problem. The finished product or semi-finished ones cannot be transported or distributed. Like that, the product which are paid before during the coronavirus, they are not transported to one country to the another countries. Retailing is impacted as the shop have all shut down. Like there were some products in the shops, and during that coronavirus all the shops are shut down, and they have suffering from some financial, the unnatural spikes and fluctuations in demand cause a problem and the supply chain face extreme difficulties. The next slide is based on recommendation. There are some recommendations like new strategies regarding operation maintaining social distancing should be considered. Like in Australia, there was social distancing 1.5 meter within each person's. Touchless retailing and distribution should be considered. Like we don't need to touch anything. Like there was some door which is automatically open and closed. No need to touch them. Innovation in supply chain management. Now I am discuss about the conclusion. The concept of supply chain has been mentioned, like how we manage our management, supply chain management. Like project risk can be managed to successful conclusion through the following basic actions: established and maintain management, commitment to performing risk management on all capital projects. The importance of supply chain has been depicted. Ways in which the pandemic is responsible for the breakdown of each and every business. Like this coronavirus makes a all breakdown in each and every business. Strategies to minimize impact of COVID-19. These are the references where we get the data for our presentation. At last, I want to say thank you, friends,